In this video, I will share with you how to name binary compound. Please note, binary compounds are compounds that consist of just two elements. So we are going to go with a very basic one and very common one, CO2. CO2. So how do we name this? I'm talking here about the IUPAC name. The first thing is that we write out the first element. So from here, we know that the first element here is carbon, right? So we are going to write out, let's say, carbon. Now I would like to go with this carbon, and next, the oxygen. We're having oxygen here. We change this oxygen to become oxide. We change from oxygen, we change the gene to ide, so it becomes oxide. So watch me. Oxygen becomes oxide. And the next thing we'll do is to calculate the oxidation state of carbon. So we're just going to go ahead and calculate the oxidation state. Of carbon. And to calculate the oxidation state of carbon, so screw up later. To calculate the oxidation state of carbon, you need to first know that the oxidation state of oxygen is -2. So I would like to indicate that oxygen equals -2. And from the compound, we have CO2. Please do not forget this number down here. It's called the number of atom. This 2 here is called number of atom. The carbon is having a number of atom of just 1. It's not written, but it exists. It's 1. So I'm going to put here back our -2, and our carbon, the atom of the carbon there is not given. Our carbon would be termed X. So to create a mathematical equation for this, we would say X to represent the carbon times 1. That's the atom of the carbon, that's 1. I will say plus the atom of the oxygen given. The atom of the oxygen here is 2, so we are going to write 2 here at the front of this plus sign now. So I'm having I'm having 2, and open bracket, the oxidation state of oxygen is -2, so I'm going to write -2 inside the bracket. So we'll say -2 close bracket, and since this compound is neutral, there's no charge given. If there was a charge given, you would have seen something like CO2. You might see CO2 minus, or CO2 2 minus, 3 minus, etc. But this one is just CO2, so everything would equal 0. So 1 times X is X plus, then we'll open the bracket, plus 2 times -2, which is actually this, but plus 2 times -2, punch your calculator, plus 2 here times -2 would arrive at -4. -4 equals 0. And moving further, we'll try to isolate our X by carrying, to isolate the X, would carry -4 to the other side of the equal to sign. I'll repeat again, -4 would carry it to the other side of the equal to sign, and so it becomes X equals +4. If it crosses the equal to sign, it changes to +4. And so this compound is this compound name becomes carbon 4 oxide. Because of we're having 4 here, it becomes carbon 4 oxide. So we'll name it as carbon first. The 4 will not be written in terms of your number. Write it in terms of Roman numerals. So Roman figure IV. So write our 4, normal figure IV. Then you change the oxygen. Instead of carbon 4 oxygen, it becomes carbon 4 oxide. Carbon 4 oxide. And this is how to name this compound. If you would like to name other binary compounds, click on the link in the description box. You win. Just believe.